I'm live. Yeah, I'll try to get y'all some. All right. One. Good morning. Good morning, whoever's in here. Good morning. How are you? Let's see. It says one there, and there's still zero here. Just one still. Okay. Good morning. Sweet Caroline, good morning. How are you? Sweet Caroline, you've been doing okay, and is the family okay? Good morning to number three, whoever number three is. I'm doing good, hun. I'm a lot better now that I've gotten home. So I'm waiting on some more to get in here. We have three, but I don't know who number three is. Could be Uncle Deuce. Everybody's still sleeping this morning. So, Sweet Caroline, did you see any of the videos from Georgia and the flights to and from Atlanta and Dallas? That's on the YouTube page. Oh, we got four. Good morning. You did. The lake out there where my father's place is just absolutely beautiful. It's like when you come in, and I started videotaping right about there, but when you come in, you're coming kind of like to a T, and there's lake on all sides. And as you drive up there to my dad's, the lake's on the left side. Italian Princess just went live, so she won't be in here with us. Good morning. Now we have five. I don't see it yet on the screen. It is beautiful. Lake Sinclair is beautiful, especially at sunrise and sunset. You can get out there some days, and it's the lake is so still that it looks like glass on its surface. And then some days you go out there and look, you got white caps, so it just depends on the day. Um, him and my mom have just I was I was extremely surprised, but him and my mom have transformed the house. They went in and did some they've done a bunch of work on that place since I left there. It looks really, really good. And so Looks real nice in there and on the outside too. There's not much you can do for the landscape. The house is parked on a clay hill. Okay, I got 4. Good morning, Miss Kathy. How are you? Deuce got me a new little toy for my streaming, and it's really actually I really like it because it holds my phone right here in front of my face, and or I can move it anywhere really, and there's a little light too, so that helps. I played around with it for a few minutes yesterday. Uncle's lounging out back there in the bedroom. I'm in here in the kitchen. I wanted to go live with you guys since I gotten back. Um, but he's probably lurking in chat, knowing him. See, told you. I told you, Kathy. I told you. Sweet Caroline, are you talking about me or are you talking about Deuce? Baby, I really do like your little Valentine's Day gift. It's neat. Me? Brewer? Really? Wow. You don't meet people with the last name Brewer very often. Ha. Wow. um, I hope soon it's going to be Dusick and not Brewer anymore, but I will hyphenate it because I won't drop the Brewer. Never have, never will. I've been married one other time and I didn't drop it then. And when I marry Deuce, it won't be dropped either. So it's going to have to be hyphenated. So when I went down to South Georgia, I was showing my stepmom my page and everything, and she has subbed to the page, so she might pop in on us. And if she does, I'll make sure you guys know who she is. You guys just remember, mad respect for my mom, man. My stepmom, she's cool. She's gonna get dad linked up, I think. Why is my chat lagging so bad? If you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already, you guys please like the stream, and see if we can get a few more people in here. We're kind of low this morning. Well, Uncle Deuce, um, I don't know. It's a really strange little apparatus he's got. Yeah, they are. My dad is just like down home, like salt of the earth country. He is the reason I have the morals and the personality that I do today. Um, so and 90% of the Bible that I was taught was because of my stepmother. So, my mom wasn't real, my birth mother wasn't real good at really teaching me anything. She tried to teach me to drive one time. She took me out in her car and she was in the passenger seat and she was so nervous and such a wreck that she got me nervous and she started yelling at me and I couldn't concentrate. And I almost took out my stepdad's business because she was screaming in my ears. Wait, let's see. I didn't like, hasn't been good enough yet. Uncle Deuce, what are you talking about? Oh, well, you know what? Oh, I just realized what you were talking about. You better like this screen. It affects you as much as it does me, bud. Remember, Deuce, I feed you. So my dad actually on the whole trip down there was real wonderful because we sat down at the kitchen table when I got back because from the airport to where my dad's lake house is probably it's right at 90 miles. And when we got to the house, I sat back and I told him, I said, I'm a little unsure of what I want to do. I said, but I would like to go down and view the body, but I don't want to do it when everybody else is there. So the next morning, we got up and we called the funeral home, and the funeral home, the gentleman answered the phone, and I told him, because this is like my stepdad's domain, and we did, you know what? You're fired. Um, the gentleman who answered the phone, he was like, I understand the situation. He said, I all you got to do is call me when you get here and we'll walk you in. But my stepdad had a private viewing at like 10:30, so I was trying to actually miss his. And we got down there and I think we pulled up at the funeral home at 20 after 10 and there wasn't nobody there. So my dad called to make sure it was cool for me to go in and he took me in to let me see my mom. So Kathy says, "Ha ha, you're fired." So I did get to spend, and he wasn't like pushy or nothing like that. He let me spend as much time as I wanted to with her. But my dad had warned me. He's like, the more you linger, the harder it's going to be. So I made it short and sweet, and I made sure I signed the guest book on the way out. Well, I can't. It's like my son and I had a conversation about this because my mom had uh she injured her back. She was a nurse and she loved being a nurse and she was good at it. um so we she messed up her back. She was a nurse. A patient fell at work in front of her and she just had hip surgery or something. My mom didn't want her to hit the floor, so of course she reaches out and she grabs her. And when she did, she tore everything in her spine down and slit some disc and all kinds of crazy crap. They did two unsuccessful back surgeries on her. And then this guy named Peter Holiday from Georgia, he contacted my mom and he said, I can fix your back. And she's like, I've already had this done twice and it makes me hurt more each time. She's like, I'm not going back under the knife. He said, I can fix it. He said, I promise you I can fix it. And so she had one more surgery. And that time she got relieved because he took all that mess out and put titanium screws and stuff in her back. And it worked. It took her 7 months to recover. And then she got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Now, I'm not going to take my baby's wrench. He ain't fired. Just we're going to time him out. How about that? We're going to put him in the freaking corner. Welcome to Convoy Santa. He's in the corner. And we're kind of co-channel owners, so I don't think I could take his ranch. That would be complicated. Yeah, yeah, for real. Put him a hat on. Put him a hat on. But aside from that, I didn't get to go live. Okay, I didn't get to go live at the lake. Miss Kathy, I'm so sorry. I didn't get to go live at the lake because my son was running late. He called me and told me because the day before I left, I got to see my baby. I hadn't seen him in many, many years because of the rift in this family. So I was like, I'm not leaving Georgia without seeing my child. And we had to wait, I think, about another 2.5, 3 hours. So at the time that I would have been at the lake, I was actually driving back from Macon after seeing him. So, but I make a lot of, I'll be seeing my dad. So you guys will, good morning, Two Finger. You guys will get to see the lake. I promise. Two Finger, did you see your video? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty big lag. There's one, I think my phone is like one chat behind. Deuces, hey, Two Finger hasn't popped up on my mobile still. Kathy says, hi, Two Finger. And I'm still stuck on hello all from Two Finger on my phone. There they go. All right. No, we're not having a minnow stew, Deuce, but we can arrange the fishing trip, yes. And we're not going to use minnows. We'll probably use Louisiana pinks.
What you doing?
Hold on. Two Finger. What device? Did I miss something? Mm-mm. Get away from me, please. Because when you do stuff like that, you don't realize that's posted on our site. It's
Okay.
going live to it right now.
Okay, I won't.
No, I want you to move now.
I won't do it again.
Get away from the computer. Go over there and watch
You gotta be
Pokemon.
so rude.
Well, you was it not rude to wave your hand in front of the phone?
No,
Yes.
I wasn't rude at
Okay, let me get a vote. Who thinks it was rude for him to block the phone? Oh yes. The only thing is I couldn't use it. In other words, I think still this is the type that I'm going to have to use stationary unless I figure out a way to rig it. Which this little clip that I showed you in the video will it should clip to the part that goes up. I would think there should be a way to clip it like sideways. What? And then you can move it anywhere you want to. Good morning, third. You can move it anywhere you want to. Like, I like it because it holds the phone tight. And once you got it set, it's not going nowhere. So you did good, baby. Dirt, are you erasing your own messages? Good morning. How are you? And how is Freedom Jeffrey? Let's see. How many likes have we got now? 9. Pretty good. Pretty good. Freedom Jeffrey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Buddy, we get all kinds of names up in this chat. Uncle Deuce. We'll deal with this later. No, I like my gift. I didn't know how good I would like it till I used it live, which is one reason that I went to went live with it, because I wanted to see how it was going to work. And it just suspends the phone right here in front of me, so it's neat. I like it. Freedom Jeffrey, where are you in third at this morning? I'm fine. It's been I was telling everybody, anybody that's been watching the videos knows. Nah, I won't holler at him at all. Y'all are in the, oh Lord. What y'all doing today, third? Anything special? Shut the door, please. Jack Frost lives outside, not inside. Long Island, New York. That's supposed to be a very, very pretty place. You guys have to remember, Uncle Deuce is not right. Remember him in chat. He's not right. Didn't I ask you to get away from my area? You're a distraction. Please do. Please do. No. Well, then there's a TV right there. And when you have your tablets, we're live. But I can't deal with you over my shoulder. So, well, he might be saying that now, but he was glad to see me when I walked back in that door from Atlanta. And I was glad to see him too. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to make it to Fort Worth because I missed, guys. I had a 5 a.m. flight. I missed my plane. I got into the Atlanta airport and they had closed down part of the plane train that takes you from one terminal to another. And we had to walk. They put us out and we had to walk, and it was like a long, long ways. And I'm already cutting it close on my flight. So, and then there was my ticket didn't have a gate. It was just one thing after another. So when I got up to the desk, it was gone. Yeah, it was a good trip because, well, yes, it was. As a matter of fact, my father and I were talking about that before I left. My stepmom came into the kitchen and she's like, Angela, she said, I cannot tell you how much I've appreciated and loved having you here. And my dad said, I enjoyed you being here. I hated that it ended that way. And then that's when my dad said, my dad told me that it was worth everything that we went through was worth him seeing the look on my face when I got to see my child. So it absolutely was worth the drive down and all the headache and anxiety, because there was a time when I was with my dad going into the funeral home. As soon as we entered the city limits of the town that I went to high school in, my stomach started doing flips and I got nauseated and I started getting sick to my stomach. And I'm just like, and I was like, Dad, I was like, I think I'm going to be sick. I thought, is Glory B streaming with the Bumblebee Mobile down? We have to figure out a way to help her, third, since you're one of her mods too. I don't know if we need to get her Cash App out there on like Stormtrooper and Santa and like really push it. But we need to start getting her Cash App out there where maybe we can get her some funds together to get that car fixed or replaced or whatever she needs to do. exactly. So, I mean, you got to consider Glory B can, depending on what you guys are covering. I've seen 170 people in her chat. So we're gonna have to figure out a way that we can, because her people should. Okay, so if she's not streaming, her people should be in Storm. So we really, maybe what we need to do is in Convoy Santa and Stormtrooper, get her Cash App link out there. Of course, me and Uncle Deuce is mods in Trooper. And let's see who else is in here. Third, I can't remember, but do you mod for him? Trooper. Uncle Deuce. Yeah, because Silly's not in here, but her and Jay both. Okay. So what we might need to do is, okay, Two Finger, can you get a hold of David? Do you have his email or contact information? So if you can, shoot him a text and let's see if we can, all right. So why don't you contact him and let's see, is Glory B's, I have her Cash App information, but is it on her actual info page on her YouTube? Okay. We just need to see if he will. Okay. Whoever wants to contact them, whether it's by, honestly, a phone call might be better, but then you're going to still have to email him unless you want to text a link to him. So I figure if we can get it on Santa's chat and Two Finger, you can always also, we could drop a link if you're live. All of us can work together. If Deuce Deuce should be able to drop her Cash App anywhere. But she's it's not even about Glory B as much as it is the people who follow and support her, the mods who work for her. It's been Glory B and Stormtrooper for a very, very long time. And them two have stuck it out at that gulag since I can remember. And we need to make sure that we can get her the help she needs. And I feel like if we do it right, we can get it. What do you guys think? We got 6 of you in here according to the computer. What do y'all think? Third, do you have a ranching trooper? I can't remember. So I know, and suddenly everybody in Troopers chats changed their handles. Even Carol has, and that blew my mind. I went in there last time and didn't recognize nobody. Carol had to tell me who she was. Are you do you have a ranch and Stormtrooper? I just can't remember. You like me, third, you need some good headphones. Okay. So I can throw her link in there. I'm not afraid. I don't think Stormtrooper will have a problem with it either way, but I can contact Silly and get Silly to send him an email to find out for sure. Because he allowed Silly to drop my link in his chat when I was in Georgia. Hands down, no questions asked. And usually I'm really surprised actually that she's not here. But I've yet to talk to her since. Well, no, that's not true. She called me yesterday afternoon, but I was busy and I can't remember what. She caught me in the middle of something. And and then when I was in Georgia, I had absolutely no cell phone service at all. And the only thing I could do is send an email. I could send a picture because of the Wi-Fi, but my calls wasn't coming through. Metro PCS is nowhere in that area, so my phone was just like I was bouncing off an AT&T tower. So I figure, like I said, if we all get together, especially some of us that are in here now, because you and Deuce are her mods. So I mean, we really need to push her Cash App, I think, and see if maybe we can get enough together to get her vehicle fixed. So I wanted to have coffee with you guys this morning and kind of let you see that I was just fine. And back home now, the day I got home, I was so tired because I missed a flight. And when I missed the flight, it was a 5 a.m. flight. And then I go to the desk up there at the flight and I'm like, okay, so it's mechanical error on your part that made me late for this daggum flight. I said, had your daggum truck been working, ooh, she just needs to get a new car. Had your trams and stuff been working, I wouldn't have been late. So they said, well, the only thing we can do is put you on a standby flight, and the next Dallas Fort Worth flight's at 7:30. I've been at the airport since 3:30 a.m. And then Deuce's stepdad is a miracle worker, and I made a phone call, and he's like, let me get on it. And he's like, go get you some breakfast. I'll see if I can find you a flight. So I ended up flying home American, and I was home by right before lunch. Where's the remote? It was just a crazy nightmare. I wanted on something like that. I didn't ask him if he wanted to watch it. I said to put it on there. You're not going to sit here and watch gamers all day. There's some of that cream of wheat stuff y'all had yesterday morning in that cabinet, but if you fix it, you're going to have to put hot water in it. Tough. You're not going to make a salad for breakfast. Get out of the fridge. You're not making a salad. Okay. What are you getting into then? Now that you can do. Stick them in the toaster. I mean, I don't see, other than maybe sentimental value, honestly, I don't see that light's not going to work. No. But I mean, is it worth $10,000? Is the car worth to fix? Exactly, Two Finger. That's exactly what I'm saying. Would it be better to fix the car, or would it be better to everybody pull the money together and help her get a new one? Because you know V ain't gonna ask for help. And I know this because Deuce is her mod. So we talk about this issue a lot. but at the same time, she's already being her presence not being there is already being felt, because I've seen it in chat entirely too much in Stormtroopers chat. So and Two Finger, Uncle Deuce didn't finish her email last night, but he's most definitely in favor of some of the conversation and subject material, and so am I, because AI is what they want, and the WEF wants us replaced with AI. That's why he wants us to teach them everything that's why all this training and mapping and following crap is happening right now. It's crazy. Oh, okay.
Mama, do we have any baked beans?
No.
Oh, let me look.
Right. So, and if you, I don't know if anybody else has paid attention to it, but it's like this. If you will watch the commercials, if you will watch the scenery in them and some of the crap that's starting to be there, they're telling you what they're going to do, because there's commercials now where there's movies actually coming out where these kids are having robot dogs, and the WEF don't want us to own a pet, and they are doing away with they're instituting very open cities that we've known all of our life as being bustled and busy and traffic jams and all this. And everybody in the group is, if you don't believe me, watch the official video to Imagine Dragons Thunder and just pay attention to what you're looking at. I mean, literally, everybody's driving the top notch car there is, and all of them are identical, and they're all the super elite wealthy in the video, and people are walking sideways on buildings and shit, and they got lizard tongues. Yeah. And that's what Klaus Schwab and the WEF want. That's why so many of these countries are surrendering their medical freedom to these people and not realizing what the hell they're actually doing. They're basically giving them permission to keep pumping that shit into their veins that is killing them. And they're waving a little bait in front of their face, a little money for this, or a pack of French fries from McDonald's, which was done, by the way. Or they're padding the pocket of the hospitals by offering incentives for the treatment and diagnosis of COVID, and just a bunch of crap. I mean, it was ridiculously stupid. It was, I mean, and if WEF gets the country, then he's going to force vaccinations he wants it on the whole world, because it's going to kill off most of us, and it's causing sterility, so the future generations can't have kids, and I swear the population is just going to die off. No, you don't. I don't know what you're thinking about doing, but that's not the thing to use. Go put it back where it was, please.
It was on the.
I don't care. It doesn't belong in the kitchen, and nor will it ever be there. So, I don't know. And see, my stepmom had a video of him back in like 1985 in front of the Davos group, talking about exactly how they were going to do this. and exactly what their goal was. And he was questioned in an interview, Schwab himself, on the accusations that people are making that they keep saying are conspiracy theories, that he was, what's the word, that they were disposing of our unborn in the food we eat and in the restaurants we go to. And he sat right there. I heard him confirm it with my own damn ears. And the main one that he referred to was McDonald's. Now I'm starting to understand why Vladimir Putin threw all the McDonald's restaurants out of dadgum Russia. That's why I don't eat at McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's. Now I'll get their little breakfast sandwiches, but I don't eat their hamburgers. I'd rather have a hot dog or anything, but I can't do it. 4 people watching now. Everybody gone. So yeah, I just, and see what my whole thing with it, Two Finger, was this: they infiltrated every single like public organization that there is, whether it was the pulpits, whether it was the school system, whether it was the workplaces, anywhere that you dealt with in politics, the White House, the Congress, the Senate, they are placed strategically. Cops, judges, everywhere. That's why that's why there was no justice for the 2020 election, because every daggone person dealing with it was a fraud or bought. I want a couple of pieces of that toast, Aiden, and I don't want mine burnt, so watch it. Okay? So I don't know, and I agree with Two Finger in the aspect that we need to do something, but they infiltrated everything that we have. So maybe we just need to play nasty and infiltrate their dominion and see what we can find out. I'm pretty sure there's got to be somebody, we know this, a patriot that has the money to get in there. I've heard the minimum is like $20,000. I mean, maybe it's 20 million. Maybe 20 million. Well, then, we need to do, we need to do something. And that's the thing, that everybody wants to go after the Congress and the Senate. We need to go after the true enemy, in my opinion. And I said this even in the convoy. You can ask Deuce, because I used to tell him this on the phone when I was still living in Georgia. If they don't go in and dismantle these people, it don't matter who you put into Congress or the Senate. Trudeau is such a pawn, and he is so obviously controlled by the WEF, and so is Biden. And so I just don't understand what more people need to see as evidence, And most people don't even realize these people are there. They remind me of somebody that stepped off the damn Star Trek ship. I don't know, but we have to figure it out. Instead of sitting there going, looking at it as if it's an obstacle, maybe we could all pool our money together and let somebody go in there with all our money. I'd be willing to put, that's like the ultimate poker game. Let's do it.
How many pieces?
2. I want a daggum cam on the shirt, on the jackets, or somewhere. We'll have to have a hidden camera. We cannot put either one of them in there. They don't trust either one of them. Musk and Trump wouldn't get nowhere in there. Right. I'm just saying, pull our money together and get like whatever the minimum requirement is to be a part of the lower echelons of the World Economic Forum. And literally, okay, see, this is what people don't realize. The World Economic Forum goes live too. And when they're live, most of their little minions are in there. And if you'll go in there and actually read their chat, you would be astounded by the shit you would see. Alex Jones won't ever get past the door either, because that man knows entirely too much. And that goes back to when Alex Jones in the very beginning, back when there was a show called Jesse Ventura, Conspiracy Theory. He had a show, and when he got into Alex Jones, I think, was investigating or something for him, but he went to Georgia. And when he got in the southern part of Georgia, he come across a place where they had stockpiled many upon many upon many upon many military grade coffins, just tons of them on U.S. soil in Georgia. They were just sitting there. And when he found them, and then Jesse Ventura also went with him, they got too close, and then they were, if there's something in there, you better feel with it all, put your hand down in there carefully and find out what's in that disposal. It's probably a utensil, but there's something in there. So I think it would, which would be better, you get someone like, we got to put somebody in there with a brain, somebody that can think, because no, reach down inside it with it off and make sure there's nothing in there.
There isn't.
You better put your hand down in there, because I heard.
There isn't. It was just, there was water in there, and there was air in the disposal.
No, honey, I know what metal on the disposal feels like. You can just tell me that you're chicken and don't want to put your hand in there, because it's got to be checked. So, and Alex Jones, I feel like that you never saw, something's in there. You never saw Jesse's show again. And Alex Jones, well, everybody knows what they did to Alex Jones, or tried to do to Alex Jones. Just like Julian Assange, they got him locked up because he knows too much. Just like Snowden with WikiLeaks, if they had found him, they'd have killed him. He had to outthink them. It's crazy. So how about the convoy that's starting to form up in Canada, y'all? Are y'all paying it any attention? I saw the first video this morning on YouTube, Deuce. It's called the World Unity Convoy, and they are going back into Ottawa. And there's a whole bunch of
them. First piece.
No, that ain't even cooked. You better put that back in there and get it brown. We need someone no one knows who is very smart. Right. Somebody who is clever and can get the evidence we need to take them out. Right. And honest, who ain't bought. Now, y'all may not agree with me. Y'all may not agree with me, but I'm fixing to make a suggestion, or someone similar thereof. Turn that crap down, please. The Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin would be that type of moral individual. Would be somebody like that, I think. What do you think? Doesn't have to be him, because I don't think he could get in there now, but he's too well known. But someone similar to him. So, yeah, if we're going to have to fight fire with fire, and see, when I was on the lawn with Santa, I brought this up, and I think I miffed him a little bit, because I looked at him and I was just like, what difference do you really guys think really that you're making here? Because the more you watch, the more you can see everybody in Washington's tourists. Literally. Now, I'm not saying they're not having an impact, But if you want to wake people up, we're going to have to probably do it a different way. I don't think Washington was the answer because we really wasn't getting anything accomplished other than getting the movement spread a little. Which, in other words, it wasn't in vain because it was the most awesome thing I was a part of. But at the same time, as far as if you go back and you reflect and you go, okay, so what did it accomplish? That's what I'm looking at there.
Would you like a hot dog?
No, thank you.
Black dog.
So yeah. So I think that's really I've been saying, and I said the very same thing to Santa when I was on the lawn with him. I said, I think we should infiltrate them like they do us. I think we need to get into their organization and start getting some evidence and lay low and collect it all up like they do and tear that joker down from the inside out. I don't think President Deuce would work out too well, y'all. It'd be like, President Deuce, they said that we needed to come in and you wanted to bomb Libya today. Let's get up and get ready to bomb Libya. No, man, I'm asleep. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Man, I ain't got but 4 people in here. Two Finger, me, Third Deuce. I don't know who's in here. It's showing 6 on my phone and 4 on the computer. I've always said, Two Finger, that we're going to have to think like they do. That we're going to have to use their tactics to dismantle them. And it can be done. We just need to plan it. And that's what people don't realize. Half the people that's in politics are already bought. And if they're not bought, they are so caged in by the ones that are that they're being constricted. Exactly. Let's give it 24 hours and then we can nuke Russia. Let Putin work with Ukraine right now. Let's let him do his thing. And then let's go after the big dogs. Let's go after the big dogs. I'm totally in favor of letting Putin annihilate a couple thousand elites or million elites in Ukraine. You're not going to hear me cry. I mean, all we have to do really is get it in place, put someone in there that can blend right in with them, appear to go along with them within their own conscious, and let's see what we can do. A Patriot air balloon. That might work. But I think it would be better really to get somebody in at ground level and let them work their way up through the system to find out what goes on. Right? My phone has quit working. It's stuck on Kathy's last text. It's still on there and it has not done nothing. The chat's working on the computer. Now, Deuce, you're starting to sound like you want a new world order. United Nations, the United States of the world. No. Um, we'd come up with some kind of little fancy name for it. No, we can't do that. We can't give up. We got kids, and they should be able to have kids, and some people got grandkids. We can't just give up like that. No. Exactly. Never give up. Never surrender. Never back down. Never give in. Never give up. I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, Corey, kitchen roll.
I got to have some Coke. So my coffee's kaput. So yeah, I think I have, I think honestly, Two Finger, while you're still here, I think honestly that would be something that you and I could sit down and actually talk about at the meet and greet, if that would be okay. We can put two and two together, and we can really brainstorm a little bit and see what we can come up with. And yes, hush, boys. I'm open to having a live covering that. But I would really like to do something like that well in advance, where we could really get it out there some before, or wait until we get our numbers up here and in the other chats. So when it all comes down to it, we're going to have to start playing hardball and being nasty like they are. And unfortunately, all we need is one good person to go in there and get what we need.
What? Just put him on it. No.
So, and see, Two Finger, you're like me. I've said over and over and over, if we don't knock them out, it's going to be a wrap. So, and if you're in here and you still have doubts, watch the video Imagine Dragons Thunder, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, but I'm going to get off here because I want to go out and smoke a cigarette, and I don't want to unmount y'all. So I'm fixing to end the live. You guys take care, and who is that, Two Finger? Dave Jose. Who was that? Is he on YouTube? If he is, send me his link to my email or something. I want to check him out. We have to. If we don't fight. And most people don't even realize there's anything to fight over. That's what's so sad.
Hayden, that grilled cheese was amazing. How did you do it?
David cares for you on Rumble. Okay. We'll check that out.
Hayden.
We sure will.
I'm working on your hot dog.
So in your spare time, you guys go into either YouTube or Facebook and look up Tommy Temper. Look up a couple more. Or look up World Unity Convoy and you're going to find out about the big massive convoy that's heading into Ottawa. And I want to say, I'm almost certain they say Pat King's running it. So,
you really want to know? No, I just want you to make another. Come here. I can't. Come here.
which really wound up going nowhere, Two Finger. The whole, I don't understand how they keep doing this and getting away with it, but at least I can say that Carrie Lake's going after her. So, you guys remember, just everybody that's still in here at this time, which I'm showing 4 on the computer and 6 on the phone. So if anybody sees Bandit 178, Bandit 178, I need to get his contact information. I have Silly looking for him. Anybody else sees him, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to end the live. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you.
On to the burner.
What the hell?